So I'm gonna take this time out to kind of rap to you a little bit, and we're gonna just talk about clients and handling clients from an engineer's perspective. And a lot of times it can get interesting. It can get really interesting sometimes. And the one thing that I've always tried to do is make sure that I gave any client everything that I had, because I learned that from other people. I just simply learned it from other people. And one thing I've learned about dealing with artists is, and I stole this one. I got this one from Santana. One time, Carlos Santana told one of the members in his band. He told him, he said, there are two types of artists. You have artists, and then you have con artists. And the question is, to the artist is, which one are you? Because when you're dealing with professional artists that are really attempting to do something on a high level, the first thing you got to ask yourself is, do they have a high level? Second of all, do they understand what a high level is? And a lot of that times, those questions come from based on your own experience, where you are. What level are you on as an engineer that you're operating on? Because the one thing you don't want to run into is having to babysit. It's the toughest job you can have, is caring more than the artists do. Anytime you care more than the artists do, you may as well pack up the project and hand it back to them. Because you're going to be constantly having to bug them about stuff. You're going to have to constantly be on them about the quality of the product you're trying to produce for them. I've learned this through the years. And my suggestion to you is, if you pick this up early, that you're about to babysit and you're about to care about something more than someone else, turn the project down, man. Don't even deal with it, because they don't care. And no matter how much you put into it, it's not going to make them care. And if they have other interests outside of what they're doing, as far as the studio goes, kill the project, man. Don't waste your time with it. I'm just telling you from experience, bro. Don't do it, because you're going to be frustrated the whole time, okay? And it's one of these conversations that engineers have and they really don't have, and sometimes engineers need to have it. And, just being honest about, handling different situations. And sometimes it gets very difficult because it questions your personal ability to be professional, and at the same time, you want to give that person the benefit of the doubt, depending on what their situation is. But you better clearly take the time and read it out carefully. You better really look into it, because it's going to cost you in the end. It's going to cost you more than you want it to cost you. And so I made this video because I had the one on tracking, and I'm doing this one on just dealing with the clients. If you give something to a client and you tell that client there's a problem, and you can clearly show them there's a problem, and they don't want to fix it, send that crap back. Send it back to them. It's no argument. That's their product. But guess what? Your name is on it. And if you don't want your name affiliated with it, hey, what they say? One monkey don't stop the show. So that doesn't stop the rest of the other product you're gonna handle. If you have a problem with one song, send it back. And trust me, if they don't fix it, and if they don't say nothing about it, you got your answer. They could care less. You caring more than them. Believe me. Believe me, you are. And that's how you handle it. There's no argument. Send it back. I promise you, you're going to find out what kind of artist you're dealing with. You're going to know. And this is serious, man. It's really serious. It's real serious. And it tells you, you need to have these conversations before you even do the project with these people. Because they're not committed. They're not committed. They think they are. They like to hear themselves. They like to hear themselves do whatever it is they do. They're not committed to producing a solid product. And there's one or two things that cause that. Either they don't respect you or they think they're more than what they are. Either they don't respect you or they think they're more than what they are. And they don't listen to nobody. And if they don't respect you, they're definitely not going to listen to you. And they think they're more than what they are, they're definitely not going to listen to nobody. So it doesn't matter. The conversation has to be discussed. There has to be dialogue on this. Because you guys, you're going to run into a lot of situations and you don't want to damage your relationship with people. And so therefore, you really want to take it serious and really look at it. And be very careful and be determined that you have the talk. Because you can end up in a situation that can cause you a decent relationship with a person. Because their work ethic or their effort, they don't have the effort you have as far as you producing what you're going to produce. Learn it fast, figure it out fast, and get out of it as fast as you can. Because I'm going to tell you something. You're going to know what they really care about more than something else. And I tell you, man, it's a sad thing. Because sometimes you run across artists that they're really talented at what they do. I don't argue with them. I hope you don't either. I hope you just do what it takes to either work the situation out, or the main thing that I do, get on there, PTX, send it back, bye. Don't even deal with it. They don't care. Why should you?